Alright, what you see here is a new fan I got from the anonymous eBay seller. This is a Harbor Breeze Sienna ceiling fan in antique pewter finish. I think it also could be called a Sienna combo, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm just going to call it the Sienna. This fan I got for him because these are major childhood fans for me. There was a hairstylist near an EB Games that I used to go to as a kid. Now it's called GameStop, but the place closed down since. But there was a hairstylist that had two of these there, and I always thought that they were some of the coolest fans I saw as a kid. I've always liked lighted housing fans, but these ones, they're not just your typical looking lighted housing fan, which is what I really like about them. It definitely captures that obscure late 90s, early 2000s look. And that's what I really like about it, with the hourglass of glass and such that they would use on some of the fans at the time. So, like, it makes me think of like something like a Regency like it looks like something I'd see like in a showroom catalog from the early 2000s and such, like the contemporary looking fans from the time period. So that's what I really like about this fan. The blade finish, I'm not really sure what it is. From what my 2003 Lowe's lighting catalog says, the finish is bird's eye finish blades, but it doesn't mention the blades being reversible, so I'm just going to call it bleached oak and walnut. They could be bird's eye finish, but I'm not sure. It looks more like the washed oak finish that they'd use and such. But yeah, the anonymous eBay seller found us at the Habitat, among some other stuff. What he does is they get fans, but they don't really put them up for sale because most of them they just end up scrapping because they don't end up selling, unless it's a new in-box one and such. So what they do is, like, for any of the used stuff, they put them aside just for him, and then when he stops by, he picks them all up, and there's stuff that he'll keep, sell, or part out. And this is one that I had an interest in, so I figured I'd buy it off him. And these are a fan that I've been looking for the longest time. It's one of the few Harbor Breeze fans that I really want to get. This, the Moon Glow or the Wall Cut, and the Tiempo are a few. I don't really talk about Harbor Breeze fans as much, but they do have quite a bit of childhood models for me. So the UL listing says February of 1999, but the UL one for the fan says February 2003. So it definitely looks like it's made by Aircool. The uplight does work. A few of the bulbs are burnt out, so I need to change them. Fan works fine, no capacitor issues. It's in really good shape for its age. I really do like how it looks. I know they made these like in a bronze finish later on. I'm not sure when this version in this finish was discontinued. But I love the Jericho 2s and such, but this one I feel like is a more unique looking fan. But it does have to have a certain look for a room for it to work. Like, this is something I can see myself putting in my dining room in this apartment. Like, in a room like that, like, it really stands out. And it has a medallion above it. It's just a fan that really encapsulates a really unique era of the late 90s, early 2000s, as they were going into more contemporary look, and they were really experimenting with designs and such. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of a few other models, but, from Harbor Breeze at the time that I really wanted to get. I don't have, but I can't remember the names of them. But they had like a few that looked like the Windward, but it had just straight blades, and there was one that looked like the Minka Air Viper or the Hampton Bay Patriot, and a few other ones. But I'll show those in the catalog. But yeah, I'm glad to have finally got this because this is a fan I've been wanting to get for the longest time, and I'm glad to have one finally after all these years. And I honestly cannot wait to get this on video. I just need to just clean it up a little bit, change the lights out of the housing, and then from there on I can test it. So, yeah, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.